for Dancing in the Kitchen with me, Janelle. Today we're gonna make something that is really yummy and healthy, and you can make it completely vegan, but I'm gonna add some shrimp in tonight because I like shrimp. Anyway, I've made this before. I've made a fettuccine Alfredo before, but instead of using fettuccine this time, I'm going to use spaghetti noodles because I found that I really love this veggie craft spaghetti because it's made from cauliflower and lentils and green peas and has 23 grams of protein per serving. And to make the Alfredo sauce, we're actually going to use this gorgeous head of cauliflower. So this is really healthy. It's like low in calories and it's delicious. Get ready to cook with me. So what you need, of course, is your pasta, a head of cauliflower, some unsweetened cashew milk, 2 heads of chopped garlic, but you know what, I love garlic and I'm not kissing anybody these days in this quarantine, so I've got about 4. Some salt, and this nutritional yeast, it's amazing. It actually tastes like butter. 2 tablespoons of that, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, some shrimp, some chopped parsley, some salt and pepper, and we're good to go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take our cauliflower and we're going to cut it into little chunks. So it's easier to boil it down. So get that nasty core out of there. I already trimmed the leaves off the edge. Anyway, it doesn't matter, this is all going to get blended up anyway, but just cut it into like little pieces. Cutting cauliflower is messy. It goes all over the place. You know what? But it's such a versatile vegetable. I found I can make so many things with it. Like I made that cauliflower parmesan. I love cauliflower soup. Anyway, just cut all of the little cauliflower florets off. And that shouldn't take as long as it's taking me, but I'm kind of daft. Okay, so I pretty much massacred this little cauliflower, but it is all in lovely little chunks right now. Oh, staying alive. So we're going to take our pot. Like, you didn't really need that, did you? Okay. We're going to put the cauliflower into a pot. And I try to get it as deep of a pot as I can because I've learned that if I don't watch this really carefully, it'll boil over and you've got sauce all over your stove and it's a mess, okay? So I've got my pieces and I don't want to waste any of it. And then we're going to add to that the 2 cloves of chopped garlic, or in my case 4, because no vampires are coming near me, or there's no boys kissing me right now either, so that's going to change though, right? Oops. And then a cup of the unsweetened cashew milk. Okay, this stuff is great. You can use it in so many things. Okay. So now we're just going to take that over the stove. We're going to cook it over medium for about 12 to 15 minutes until all of the cauliflower is cooked down and the juice has been absorbed. It'll be kind of mushy. But you have to watch it because if you don't keep your eye on it, you stir it down every few minutes, it'll boil up over your stove. Trust me, had that happen and it's not fun, okay? Just gonna get it boiling and then we're gonna turn it down to medium and then watch it. Okay, I've got the cauliflower starting to cook over there with the cashew milk and the garlic. And now I'm going to take my shrimp that I had in the fridge. These gorgeous shrimp that they're beautiful jumbo, extra jumbo size shrimp. And I have some garlic in the pan already chopped. I'm going to add some white wine to that, and I'm just going to let them cook. And then if the liquid gets absorbed, you just add some more wine to it. And so while this is cooking, we're going to start cooking the shrimp. I love shrimp. There's no way I love shrimp. So, okay. And they don't take that long to cook, but I like to have them cooked and ready. And I've got a pot of boiling water over here too. I turned it on, it's already been boiling. And I'm gonna set it, when it looks like this is getting closer to the cauliflower, that's when we're going to start that up again. Because these take about 7 to 8 minutes. So it's kind of timing, right? Like 12 minutes, a few minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. Anyway, this is like one of the easiest things I've ever made, but it is so healthy and delicious. Saying earlier, I can see this starting to bubble up. Well, a second ago it was bubbling really high. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit lower. I'm going to give it a little stir. The cauliflower is still really hard. And this whole thing takes about, yeah, like I said, about 12 to 15 minutes, okay? So I'm just going to give it a little stir. And it's really important you watch this one because 2 seconds ago the foam was right at the top. Meanwhile, I'm going to slow cook my shrimp here. So you can see that they are cooking. God, I love shrimp. Ah. Okay. Okay, now you just have to watch it. And this is kind of boring. You don't need to be seeing this because it just takes time. I just want to show you what it looks like, hopefully before it gets boiling over here. Can you see how that is all fuzzy? And you have to boil. You have to kind of make sure you watch it. This is like the hardest part of this recipe because. And if you feel like you don't have enough cashew milk in there, you can add some more. But it's eventually all going to get nice and soft and mushy. But we're a long ways from that. The lid just farted. So my cauliflower is looking really good. As you can see, it's getting small and there's hardly any liquid left. So in about another 5 minutes, that's going to be ready. So in the meantime, I'm going to boil the pasta and get that going. I love this pasta. So this says 6 to 7 minutes. I like it a little al dente, so I'm going to put it in for 6. And there she goes. Cauliflower, lentils, green peas, all sorts of good things. Okay, 6 minutes. A lot of pots involved. And my cauliflower is finally ready. If you see, there's no liquid left in there, and it's actually really soft. Boy, I can smell the garlic. Oh, heavenly. Okay, so it's like soft, it's mushy. So now we're gonna make the sauce, okay? And we need to take, I need to get a better blender, but this is all I want to have for now. So we're going to put in here the 2 tablespoons of the nutritional yeast. And the recipe calls for 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, but I like it a little bit more nutmeggy, so I'm going to put a little bit more than that. Yeah, double it up. And it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.25 of salt, but I don't like too much salt in my food. So this is kosher, but I have the low sodium salt, okay? So now to that we are going to add some of the cauliflower. And 1/4 cup of water, because we want some liquid in there. So I've got my water here, 1/4 cup. Yep. Back that in there. And I'm going to add some more in a second once we get this cooked down. So we're just going to put this in the blender. And we're going to blend it up. Put some more in here. One time I put the lid on so tight I couldn't even get it open. Alright, so getting all the cauliflower and all the garlic and all those good things in here. Better have a stir of that spaghetti. folks. This is so easy and it's so good. Okay, draining the pasta. Whew. I just had a steam bath at the same time. Okay. Yeah, I'm over here somewhere. Woo-hoo. Okay, I'm rinsing the pasta. Okay. And that looks good. Okay, see how beautiful this pasta is? Made from vegetables. I mean, anyway, so the pasta's gonna go in the pasta bowl. And we're almost finished with the sauce. I'm gonna give it one more little. Okay, so now it's creamy. And this is just, that is so flippin', what's the word I'm looking for? Yum. And it's a good thing we're using, oh, my poor little Christmas tree got a little bit of Alfredo sauce in it. Okay, now we're just gonna pour this sauce over the pasta. Make sure we get all of it. Where are those pot holders? This thing is hotter than blazes today. Okay, I want all that gorgeous cauliflower sauce to go in here. And before we mix it up, we're going to add some ground pepper and some fresh parsley flakes. Now, let's mix that puppy up. Whoa, this looks so good. You guys, this is so healthy. And we're almost finished. But before we finish, we're going to add our shrimp that I've been cooking over here. Turning off the stove. I'm going to pour my shrimp in now too. I think I'm going to put some more parsley in there. And voila. And you mix it in, and it is delicious and healthy and low in calories and high in protein. And if you don't want to add the shrimp in, you don't have to. Then it's completely vegan. You can use any kind of noodle. I've never used the spaghetti before, but I'm kind of happy with the way it looks. And there we go. A healthy, low-fat, pasta Alfredo with shrimp. Cooking made easy. Until next time, spread love and joy and vino. Kisses, y'all.